Hi guys, my name is Antos, and today I'm going to show you a cool little accessory from KONOVA called the Master Pan. So if you have any of the KONOVA sliders, then this is something you probably want to get. I've only seen a demo of it, but I've done a lot of tutorials already and reviews of the KONOVA products. If you've seen them, you probably know that I'm a big fan of the company. I've already seen though a few videos that they have on their website, how showing you how to set up and how to use the Master Pan. And after watching those, I was really excited. So hopefully it's as easy to put together and use as it was in those videos. So here it is. I'm gonna try it out, along with you guys, and hopefully it doesn't take too long. Now, here's. Like all of the KONOVA products, they send it, nicely packaged. So this is the main, I think, piece. Let me put this down. Yeah. So this is what we're gonna put actually onto the slider, basically where the camera is gonna be. So put this here. I believe you just sort of tighten it on like this. And next, it comes with two of these pieces. And these, if I remember correctly, they go onto the ends. So this is sort of how they look, and like I said, you just attach it here to the end, and then this is how you're going to determine the angle of the Master Pan. Now, in case you're wondering what the Master Pan does, what it allows you to do is to basically you can set it up so that the slider, as you're moving the camera on the slider, it will automatically pan the camera for you. So you can set sort of a starting and ending sort of a point of where you want the camera to be. Or let's say you want to have, like an object here in the center, and as the camera moves on the slider, you want it to be always focused and centered on that. You can basically just adjust it here. And then as you're moving the camera, like I said, on the slider, each time it will repeat that move perfectly. And also it's really cool for time lapse if you're going to use the KONOVA motorized system. Then, like I said, you can just leave it, and you know that as the time lapse move is going on, the camera will always stay centered on where you want it to be. So anyways, put this one piece here, put the other one on the other end, like this. It also comes with this. I guess it's the setup guide, instructions. Let's see if I can do it without looking at the instructions. Also comes with these cotton swabs and a little tool, so not really sure what that's for, but anyways. And then the biggest piece is really this thing, which is sort of this stick, I think, up here somewhere that you mount it. Now the Master Pan is compatible with the slider, like the one that I have up here, or bigger, which this one is I believe it's the 80 centimeters. So anything 80 centimeters or above, that's your slider, and it's going to work with it. If you have the shorter sliders, as far as I know, it's not compatible. Might be compatible in the future. And another cool thing is that once you get the Master Pan, and let's say you have a few different lengths sliders, then really all you have to do is you don't have to get all these three pieces. You can just get this bar here that just will correspond to the length of your slider. Now once you have these three things here mounted, the next thing is you want to loosen this red knob here and sort of adjust the angle here so it's sort of like 90 degrees to the slider. And then you want to bring it up here to this end, and you want to loosen these two knobs here so that you can adjust the height of it. And you kind of want to adjust the height so that it sits just above this sort of little lip here on this side. Once you have that, sort of tighten it. And we'll do the same thing here on the other end. So again, just loosen these two, adjust the height of it. And then you take this bar here, and you take the one here that has the bigger sort of notch, and you sort of feed it through the center here of the panning head, which is this unit. You're gonna see there's like a little opening here. Just feed it through, and then here you just sort of take it here to the end, and you can attach it there. You can tighten it. Same thing with this here, this end. Put it in, tighten it. And once you have this in place, you're going to see that as you're moving one end, for example, then the panning head itself is going to move. Same thing if you move it here to the other end, the panning head is going to move. Anyways, now we're going to put the actual camera on here. So once you have everything here, mounted, you just move the camera basically to one end of the slider. So I'll move it here, and using basically this knob here now, the top knob, you just move it left and right to sort of pan the camera left and right. So I'm going to just position it here so it's centered on the camera that's recording me. and then I can tighten it. And now here on the other end, I do the same thing. I just move the knob again and I pan it so that the camera again is centered on the, you know, on my subject, which is the camera here recording me. And let me just tighten it. And once you have that done, then now you should just be able to just move it. And yeah, it's pretty cool. And you know, the camera just automatically pans. This way you can repeat the same camera move, you know, multiple times, different speeds, all that stuff. For, you know, let's say if you want to do some special effects shot and you need, you know, different, you know, plates. Or let's say if you attach the KONOVA, you know, motorized unit on it, and you can say you can use it, you know, do motorized basically movements here, or you can also use it for time lapse, and you'll always get the camera panning and looking where you want it to be. So you know, you don't have to worry about, you know, batteries, you know, dying on you and that kind of stuff. It's just, you know, it's a pure mechanical thing, very simple, and as you can see, it works. It just, you know, it keeps the camera always panned to exactly, you know, where you want it to be. You know, I'm actually pretty excited that I got this cool new addition to my KONOVA, you know, slider. Like I said, this KONOVA Master Pan is definitely going to come in handy. So keep an eye out, you know, when you're watching my future productions, whether it's music videos or films, and definitely if you're going to see me doing some more time-lapse shots, you can bet that I'm going to be using this thing. It just makes it so much easier, and this way you don't even need the pan and tilt head if you're doing those, you want to do those advanced, you know, time-lapse moves, because all you need to do now is, because I attached the one motor, so it's going to sort of move the slider left and right, and then the panning, you can do it all using this thing, and it's even quicker and more precise to set up, I think, than the motorized pan and tilt head. And it's just, you know, it's a really neat little idea that I think just adds, you know, and builds on top of the whole KONOVA, you know, slider system. So definitely, if you guys already own the KONOVA sliders, then, you know, I think this is a cool extra, you know, thing that you can get for it. Or, you know, if you're out there in the market looking for sliders, then again, you can check out my original review of the KONOVA slider. I'm really impressed with it. I'm using it to this day, and like I was saying before, there's a lot of extra things you can get to it. So in my time-lapse tutorial, I also used the KONOVA sliders and their motorized pan and tilt head and the motorized you know, slider system. I also used the KONOVA slider and converted it into their KONOVA jib, which is really, really cool. I used it in a few video productions already, and again, I have a review for that where you guys can see examples and sort of just how you set it all up. So definitely check it out. And you know, this is just, like I said, it's like an extra thing that just builds on top of the KONOVA system. So once again, if you guys want to you know, get this for yourself, or if you want to get more information about it, or where to buy it, where to get the best deals, then check out the links in the description of this video, or go to my website at tomantosfilms.com. Thank you.